I wasn't so sure to begin with if I wanted to do the IEDL program. When you're a leader in your organization, executive director, or doesn't matter what level of leadership, it's really hard to find the space and the time to be really intentional about the leadership and the direction and the vision of your organization, because you're worried about payroll, you're worried about volunteers, you're worried about your clients, you're worried about your board of directors and your donors. And after the first day of doing the IEDL program, I realized a couple of things. Number one, I did need the space and the time and be very intentional about creating that. But also there was so much experience in the room with the cohort that was developing, and being able to say to somebody, so how did you do that? And what about this? And if you had an idea, chances are somebody else also had that idea, so you didn't feel so alone and you didn't feel so crazy about some of the things you were thinking. And so part of it was just the validation and making space and time to come to these sessions. But then talking with people over breakfast, over lunch, informally or very formally. Some people have met off-site and had conversations off-site, which has just been tremendous, because it does get a little lonely sort of being the person in charge, and it's been terrific to develop the relationships.
Sometimes you feel like you don't really know who you should go and talk to at work about things, and so I think it's almost a, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's a great experience to be able to come here and find, people that are doing, are in leadership roles, that are doing very similar work in a nonprofit organization, that, maybe have experienced a very similar situation, and you can just exchange those ideas, and it's been really helpful to me.
When our director of operation went through this program, she suggested right away, she was so excited, and came back and said, Laura, you need to go. We need to be able to converse together about the ideas to help team on how we will move the agency forward.
A real terrific, unexpected, I guess you'd call it, side benefit is the relationships that you're developing. And of course, we're often paired up in the class, work with a partner or find another individual to work with and go through whatever it is we're doing that day, and exercise storytelling or what it means to you to be an authentic leader. But I certainly didn't expect to really enjoy the interactions with people outside of class. And it's to the point where after our last session, people wanted to know, well, can't we do a LinkedIn group? Should it be a Facebook group? How will we stay connected? Because that shared energy, carries forward.